matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport, more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations, stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. Last year's Iron Bowl is pretty much what we've come to expect when it's in Tuscaloosa, as scripted as it was a year ago. The drama you tend to find when they play in Jordan-Hare, but there's no mistaking the intensity no matter where these two get together.
Yeah, and Auburn didn't play their best, but this rivalry always provides fun. Like, there's some way, somehow, it shouldn't happen. Where it's played has always mattered. It seems like it will swing the pendulum a little bit, but a lot of hate in the Iron Bowl. The state of Alabama, you're either on one side or the other, and it's usually not friendly. This will be a fun game to watch.
I feel like this is the rivalry game that consistently provides the most drama at the end of every season. That's why it's so much fun to watch. Last year when these guys played, Peyton Thorne threw for over 300 yards, but it wasn't close to enough. They need more balance. They can't turn the football over if they're going to get this win over their hated in-state rival.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. A little screen to the running back. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Miller with the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Finds his tight end. He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Got a man. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
On the snap, it's Coleman. His man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing. Lining up for the PAT.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To throw, it's Simpson. Grab near the sticks, it's Bernard. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Horton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Quick strike complete. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Makes the grab. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be competitive?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. It's complete to the right. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Coleman. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Looking downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Looking to throw at Simpson. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. The Iron Bowl coming down to a long field goal, and where have we seen this before? There is no doubt at this point. Oh, it's blocked! And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Auburn! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Hand off from the gun. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Might as well give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him to you? Alabama quickly back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep...
There he goes! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Flips it out to the back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going up top again. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Alabama will get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So here comes the Auburn offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak. We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road in the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.